Honorable Tourism Minister from Gujarat, Chief Secretary Gujarat, delegates from member countries, guest countries, and international organizations. Ladies and gentlemen, I extend a very warm welcome to all the delegates to India and to the first meeting of the Tourism Working Group. It is an honor to host the first Tourism Working Group meeting under India's G20 presidency at the Run of Kutch. I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the delegates for your in-person presence here. I am hopeful that you will have a wonderful and memorable stay in this tent city. Colleagues, the venue for the meeting, Run of Kutch, is one of the most ecologically and culturally abundant landforms in India. The geographical location makes Kutch a unique destination where you will find white desert, beautiful sea beaches, and various forts. The Run is also a haven for migratory birds and is home to a diverse range of flora and fauna. The area has a brimming profusion of nature's beauty, culture, and tradition. The spectacular sight of boundless white desert under the moonlight presents a stunning creation of nature which is unique to this world. The history of Kutch is studded with the legacy of artistry, including hand embroidery, dyeing, block printing, leather and beadwork that has been passed on through the ages, and its villagers today are living examples of resilience. They have braved a very large earthquake in 2001. Colleagues, the theme of India's G20 presidency is Vasudhaiv Kutumbakam, which means the whole world is a family. Today's inception meeting is taking place in a region where one of the world's largest and most advanced civilizations of its time thrived. The Harappan civilization existed from 3000 BCE to 1300 BCE, lasting for almost 2000 years, and was well known for its well-planned cities, elaborate road and drainage systems, and use of uniform systems of weights and measures. The people of Harappa had a complex trade structure and complex social structure and traded with Mesopotamia and other neighboring civilizations. During your stay, you will have an opportunity to visit Dholavira, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which is one of the 5 largest Harappan sites. The Indian presidency aims to work with G20 member countries in positioning the tourism sector post-pandemic at the front and center of accelerating global growth and achieving the 2030 Sustainable Development Goals. I would also like to congratulate the efforts of earlier tourism working groups under the respective G20 presidencies of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Italy, and Indonesia. The recent G20 Bali Leaders Declaration reaffirmed the important role of tourism for global recovery and a community-based approach for rebuilding a more human-centered, inclusive, sustainable, and resilient tourism sector. It has also acknowledged the vital importance of strengthening safe international mobility, connectivity, and seamless post-COVID travel to enable tourism recovery. The declaration recognized that creative economy contributes to improving local communities and MSMEs through human capital development, digital transformation, innovation, public-private partnerships, sustainable preservation of natural cultural heritage, and innovative financing while retaining their significant commercial and cultural values. The Tourism Working Group worked on the theme Advancing Tourism Recovery and Concrete Deliverables through MSMEs and People-Centered Development. With the agenda of continuing efforts initiated by Indonesia during the G20 presidency, India would like to keep the focus on green tourism, digitalization, skill development, tourism MSMEs, and destination management. we are committed to take forward the outcomes and the work done for tourism sector during previous presidencies and make further efforts to strengthen the tourism recovery and development. In the hope that we will be able to achieve our priorities, we look forward to the support of all G20 members. I would also like to welcome Brazil as the new Troika member and the next G20 president and assure them that the G20 Tourism Working Group under India's presidency will work closely with the Troika. On this note, I would like to invite our special guest, Honorable Minister of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairy, Shri Purushottam Ji Rupala, to share his thoughts with us.
Thank you very much, Arvind Singh ji. Namaskar, Ram Ram. Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Bhupendra Bhai Patel, Honorable Minister of Tourism, Mr. G. Kishan Reddy Garuji, Minister of Gujarat, Shriman Mulubai Beraji, Secretary Shri Arvind Singh ji, Chief Secretary Gujarat Sarkar, invitees, respected delegates from G20 members, invitee countries and international organizations and senior officials from Ministry of Tourism and G20 Secretariat. I welcome you all to the first Tourism Working Group meeting of G20 at the onset. I am delighted to be here in Rann of Kutch to be part of this August gathering. I bring here the greetings of our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. I would like to mention here that land where we have gathered today, Rann of Kutch, is vision and creation of our Honorable Modi ji when he was Chief Minister of Gujarat. The theme of India G20 presidency, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, or One Earth, One Family, One Future, is drawn from the ancient Sanskrit text Upanishad. The theme affirms the value of life, human, animal, plant and microorganisms and their interconnection on the planet's Earth and the wider universe. The G20 logo draws inspiration from the vibrant colors of India's national flag. The Earth in the logo reflects India's pro-planet approach to life, one in the perfect harmony with nature. For India, the G20 presidency also marks the beginning of Amrit Kal, the 25 years period beginning from the 75th anniversary of its independence on the 15th August 2022, leading up to the centenary of its independence towards a futuristic, prosperous, inclusive and developed society distinguished by a human-centric approach at its core. Tourism sector in India is a significant economic multiplier and is becoming increasingly important as the country strives for rapid economic growth and employment creation. India is covered in beauty in all nooks and corners. This expansive landscape is decorated with the most diverse population, culture and topographies. India offers various geographical regions, world-class tourist attractions and specialized travel services, including ecotourism, heritage tourism, adventure tourism, medical and wellness tourism, and I would like to add agriculture tourism. During pandemic, the tourism sector was hit very badly across the world. Now after 2 years, the sector is recovering and trying to get back to the pre-pandemic era. India during G20 presidency prioritized the pillars accelerated inclusive and resilient growth, progress, sustainable development growth, green development, climate finance and life, technological transformation and digital public infrastructure, women-led development, etc. The Tourism Working Group in G20 was initiated under the presidency of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in 2020. Since then, it has provided a platform for the member countries and stakeholders to discuss, deliberate, and guide the course of action for further development of local and global tourism. The Tourism Working Group has changed the traditional perspective of tourism to responsible, sustainable, and inclusive oriented form of tourism. Since the inception of Tourism Working Group, different presidencies have contributed to make tourism an important tool for achieving Sustainable Development Goals 2030. Saudi Arabia under its presidency stressed upon the inclusive community development and safe and seamless travel. Italy under its presidency in 2021 prioritized safe mobility, crisis transformation, green transformation, inclusiveness, resilience, digital transition, and investment and infrastructure. The Tourism Working Group meeting and Tourism Ministerial meeting will open a window to reflect on sustainable tourism. The Tourism Working Group will have an opportunity to reflect upon how to shape new attractive models and practices inspired by responsible travel and universal access, while fostering the digital transition and maximizing the social, environmental, and economic benefits of culture and tourism for local communities. Indonesia, the last presidency of the G20 in the Tourism Working Group meeting, emphasized on human resources development, employment, and education, trade, and investment. Sustainable growth strategize in order to keep the continuity and momentum of the Tourism Working Group of G20. India has chosen the interconnected priorities to be discussed during the Tourism Working Group accordingly. We truly believe that tourism development provides unique opportunity to promote better future for people, planet, and prosperity. You will, during your stay in Ran of Kutch, have an opportunity to enjoy the vibrant culture of Gujarat in the unique terrain, the Ran of Kutch. You will also have the opportunity to visit a famous UNESCO World Heritage Site, Dholavira, which is the larger of the two most notable excavation of the Indus Valley civilization of Harappan culture. Dating back to 4,500 years ago, Dholavira offers you a unique insight into the pioneering Harappan mind. With one of the world's earliest and best planned water conservation system, and what might be the world's first signboard written in ancient Indus script. Let us jointly resolve to create an enabling environment towards making our countries tourist friendly and chartering a roadmap towards attaining sustainable tourism. I wish you all a very fruitful discussion in the first meeting and hope that you will have wonderful time in Ran of Kutch. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
I would like to thank Honorable Minister Rupala ji, who's here as a special guest, for his insightful remarks. Now may I request Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Development of the Northeastern Region, Mr. G. Kishan Reddy, to deliver his address, please.
Good morning to all. Namaskar, everyone. Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Sri Bhupender Patel ji, Honorable Minister of Fisheries and Animal Husbandry and Dairy, Government of India, Sri Purushottam Rupala ji, Honorable Culture Minister of Gujarat, Sri Mulubai Behra ji, Chief Secretary of Gujarat Government, Sri Rajkumar ji, Secretary Tourism Government of India, Sri Arvind Singh ji, all the respected delegates of G20 nations who have come from far and wide, respected special invitees from the observer countries, representative from various multilateral organizations, senior officers of the Government of India and Government of Gujarat, friends from the tourism sector, media friends, it gives me immense pleasure to welcome to you the first meeting of the G20 Tourism Working Group under the presidency of India. I laud to the G20 Forum for focusing on tourism as an effective tool for achieving the sustainable development goals of 2030. Friends, the world has faced difficult times during the COVID-19 pandemic. The tourism sector in particular has been severely affected because of COVID-19. It is extremely heartening that after 2 years of negative growth, the tourist arrivals India in 2022 received approximately 6.9 million tourists from abroad. This is a fourfold increase in the number of arrivals to India. This indicates that our efforts for achieving resilient growth in tourism is progressing in the right direction. The Ministry of Tourism, under leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, we are celebrating this year as a Visit India 2023, focusing on inbound travel to India. We also wish to highlight the variety of tourism experiences in our country and showcase them to global tourists. India is a land of beautiful natural beauty, mystery and lofty snow-capped mountains, blue flag beaches, rivers that is we worship and pray, scorching deserts including unique destination of white desert Run of Kutch, bountiful wildlife resources that is home to the Royal Bengal tiger, the Gir lions, the one-horned rhinos of boundless cultural heritage with 40 UNESCO heritage recognized sites in India, 14 UNESCO intangible cultural heritage elements, blissful spiritual experience as a birthplace of 4 dharmic faiths of Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism and Hinduism. We are the land of festivals and observe more than 1,000 festivals every year. You will also experience diverse languages and rich literary traditions with close to 20,000 linguistic affiliations. As India has such a rich set of tourism experience, and after it can create jobs for our youth, captive and encourage foreign tourists to visit India. Keeping this mind, over the last 8.5 years, under leadership of my beloved Prime Minister, we have built extensive tourism infrastructure to improve tourism experience. Recognizing the need for the availability of skilled youth in tourism sector, the Ministry of Tourism has initiated various selling programs that include short-term hospitality courses, skill testing certification, recognition of prior learning, digital courses online for various programs last 2 years. We are also nurturing and developing young ambassadors of Indian tourism through Yuva tourism clubs in all education institutions in India. These young ambassadors would be catalyst for promoting tourism in India. Another major focus of Government of India is to ensure the safety and well-being of travelers in India from abroad. To address the issues related to safety of the tourists, we are formulating and implementing uniform tourist police for providing a safe and secure environment to all the tourists. Taking a whole of government approach, we are ensuring the better coordinated overseas tourism promotion strategy. This has been done by appointing nodal officers in the Indian missions in abroad. Friends, our focus on tourism is also reflected in the fact that we have drafted a new tourism policy 2023. The policy provides a paradigm shift in reimagining our tourism sector in India. The National Tourism Mission is being formulated to ensure the digitalization of all the tourism sector in mission mode. As the first step, the Ministry of Tourism has set up a national integrated database of hospitality industry. This is a technology-driven system to facilitate digitization and promote ease of doing business for the hospitality and tourism sector. For celebrating India G20 presidency, the Ministry of Tourism has planned to organize a number of events engaging not only government level stakeholders but also travel, trade and hospitality sector and also civil societies in various places in India. The ministry would be organizing first Global Tourism Investment Summit in April 2023, country's national capital New Delhi. The objective of the Global Tourism Investors Summit is to attract global and domestic investment into the Indian tourism and hospitality sector and attract global expertise in tourism infrastructure, technology, skill development, startup and more. G20 ministers meeting that is to be held in Goa in June will be followed by the G20 tourism CEO forums. The G20 tourism forum is being organized by World Travel and Tourism Council and WTT CIA. It is a dialogue between the CEO of global tourism industry and the tourism ministers G20 countries. The aim to focus and prioritize on various challenges and opportunities in tourism sector. Apart from these events, we are also going to organize Tourism Expo, which will be provide a platform for tourism and travel trade to showcase their products, to facilitate interaction between buyers and sellers, and to share knowledge and new trends in the tourism sector. The Ministry of Tourism will also be organizing a MICE tourism meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions. MICE tourism meetings in global conference in the month of the May and the event adventure tourism in June 2023. At the end of, I would like to wish you very fruitful and successful discussions and positive outcomes. I sincerely believe that the interactions over the next few days will lead us to draw a roadmap that will help in developing sustainable growth in tourism sector in all over the global. I wish to all a warm and pleasant stay. Yesterday, cultural event of Gujarat government, very positive mood, all the delegates. I am confident that you will enjoy your stay and return to India over and over again with family and friends. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Development of Northeastern Region, for your insightful words. Now may I invite the Honorable Chief Minister of Gujarat, Mr. Bhupendra Rajnikant Patel ji, for his welcome remarks.
अंतर्राष्ट्रीय आर्थिक सहयोग के प्रमुख मंच G20 के टूरिज्म वर्किंग ग्रुप की पहली बैठक में भाग लेने के लिए विश्व शांति विभूति महात्मा गांधी की भूमि गुजरात में पधारे केंद्रीय प्रवासन मंत्री श्री किशन रेड्डी जी, मत्स्य पालन एवं डेयरी उद्योग मंत्री श्री रूपाला जी, गुजरात के प्रवासन मंत्री श्री मुणुभाई बेरा, हमारे गुजरात के मुख्य सचिव श्री राजकुमार जी, भारत सरकार के प्रवासन सचिव श्री अरविंद जी, एडिशनल सेक्रेटरी श्री राकेश कुमार वर्मा जी, G20 सहभागी राष्ट्रों के प्रतिनिधिगण, भारत सरकार और गुजरात सरकार के अधिकारी, आप सभी गणमान्य व्यक्तियों का हार्दिक स्वागत है। आप सभी को मेरा नमस्कार। हम सभी के लिए यह गर्व की बात है कि G20 की भारत प्रेसिडेंसी के प्रेरणा स्रोत, वैश्विक नेता, विजनरी लीडर और भारत के यशस्वी प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी एक बार फिर विश्व के सबसे लोकप्रिय नेता बने हैं। उनके नेतृत्व में भारत को G20 बैठक की अध्यक्षता करने का सौभाग्य भी मिला है। मैं माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी का और G20 शेरपा का आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूं कि उनकी दिशा निर्देश में G20 की 15 उप बैठकों का आतिथ्य का अवसर गुजरात को मिला है। G20 की टूरिज्म वर्किंग ग्रुप की पहली बैठक गुजरात में हो रही है, जो 6.5 करोड़ गुजरात वासियों के लिए एक गर्व का अवसर है। साथियों, आज हम सब कच्छ की धरती पर उपस्थित हैं। कच्छ ने 2 दशक पहले भयावह भूकंप की त्रासदी को झेला है। G20 समिट के एक सहभागी राष्ट्र तुर्की ने भी हाल ही में भूकंप की तबाही का अनुभव किया है। इस भयावह तबाही में अपने जान गंवाने वाले तुर्की वासियों के प्रति हम अपनी संपूर्ण संवेदना प्रकट करते हैं। साथियों, आज जहां हम सब मौजूद हैं, वो वही धरती है जो 2 दशक पहले विनाशकारी भूकंप से तबाह हो गई थी। उस भयानक त्रासदी में हजारों लोगों की जान चली गई थी और लाखों घर बर्बाद हो गए थे। भूकंप की त्रासदी से पूरा कच्छ जिला तबाह हो गया था, लेकिन गुजरात के तत्कालीन मुख्यमंत्री के रूप में श्री नरेंद्र भाई ने अथाक परिश्रम किया और उनके मार्गदर्शन और उनकी दूरदर्शिता के कारण कच्छ जिला एक बार फिर उठ खड़ा हुआ है और अब यही तीव्र गति से विकास की राह पर आगे बढ़ रहा है। आदरणीय श्री नरेंद्र भाई ने आपदा को अवसर में बदलने और विकास की प्रतिबद्धता के साथ कच्छ को एक बार फिर जीवंत बना दिया है। प्रधानमंत्री ने कच्छ में औद्योगिक विकास के साथ साथ टूरिज्म की अपार संभावनाओं को भी महसूस किया। उन्होंने कच्छ में रणोत्सव कार्यक्रम शुरू किया, जो आज दुनिया भर के पर्यटकों के लिए एक प्रमुख आकर्षण का केंद्र है। माननीय प्रधानमंत्री ने कच्छ के रेगिस्तान को टूरिज्म विश्व के मानचित्र पर महत्वपूर्ण स्थान दिया है। कच्छ नहीं देखा तो कुछ नहीं देखा, यह टूरिज्म की पंच लाइन बन गई है। साथियों, आप सभी श्री नरेंद्र भाई मोदी की प्रेरणा से अस्तित्व में आए कच्छ में निर्मित स्मृति वन स्मारक के दर्शन भी करने जा रहे हो। टूरिज्म वर्किंग ग्रुप की बैठक की 5 प्राथमिकताओं में से एक ग्रीन टूरिज्म भी है। कच्छ में आए भयानक भूकंप में अपनी जान गंवाने वाले मृतकों की स्मृति में बना स्मृति वन ग्रीन टूरिज्म का एक प्रमुख उदाहरण है। इस स्मृति वन में 50 चेक डैम के निर्माण और 3 लाख से अधिक पौधों के रोपण से ग्रीन टूरिज्म को एक नई दिशा मिली है। भारतीय संस्कृति विश्व की प्राचीन संस्कृतियों में से एक है। भारत की अध्यक्षता वाले G20 का आदर्श वाक्य वसुधैव कुटुंबकम है, जिसका अर्थ है कि पूरी पृथ्वी ही एक परिवार है। हम तो अतिथि देवो भव की भावना से अजनबियों को भी अपना बना लेते हैं। टूरिज्म हमें प्रकृति के करीब लाता है। यात्रा हमें किसी समाज या देश की कला, सांस्कृतिक और विरासत को देखने व समझने का अवसर देती है। अनेकता में एकता आपको यूनिटी इन डाइवर्सिटी का अनुभव कराती है। भारत के टूरिज्म गतिविधियों की अपार विविधता को दुनिया के सामने प्रस्तुत करने के लिए प्रधानमंत्री जी के नेतृत्व में इस साल के अमृत बजट में टूरिज्म विकास के लिए कई विशेष प्रावधान किए गए हैं। प्रधानमंत्री ने चैलेंज मोड के माध्यम से देश के 50 टूरिज्म स्थलों का चयन किया है और उन्हें कनेक्टिविटी, फूड और सिक्योरिटी के मामले में एक कंप्लीट पैकेज के रूप में विकसित करने की भी योजना घोषित की है। देश और दुनिया की जीडीपी में टूरिज्म का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है। हम गुजरात को एक समृद्ध अर्थव्यवस्था बनाने की दिशा में तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। गुजरात टूरिज्म विविधता से भरा एक टूरिज्म फ्रेंडली स्टेट है। गुजरात के हड़प्पा शहर धोलावीरा, चांपानेर, अहमदाबाद का ऐतिहासिक शहर और पाटन में रानी की वाव सहित 4 स्थानों को यूनेस्को की वर्ल्ड हेरिटेज साइट में शामिल किया गया है। इतना ही नहीं कि सबसे ऊंची प्रतिमा स्टैच्यू ऑफ यूनिटी शिवराजपुर बीच, जिसे ब्लू फ्लैग का टैग प्राप्त है, बालासिनोर जहां देश का पहला डायनासोर पार्क है, और साथ ही एशियन शहरों का एक लौता स्थान गिर वन गुजरात को एक अनोखा टूरिज्म स्थल बनाते हैं। मां अंबाजी जो 51 शक्तिपीठों में से एक है, पिछले 20 वर्षों में राज्य सरकार ने उसका उत्तरोत्तर विकास किया है। इसी प्रकार पावागढ़ भी गुजरात का एक प्रमुख धार्मिक टूरिज्म स्थल है। यहाँ भी राज्य सरकार ने पर्यटकों को आधुनिक सुख सुविधा उपलब्ध कराने के लिए कई विकास कार्य प्रधानमंत्री जी के दिशा दर्शन में किए हैं। प्रथम ज्योतिर्लिंग सोमनाथ का मंदिर और द्वारका में भगवान श्री कृष्ण का मंदिर भारत के करोड़ों श्रद्धालु के आस्था का केंद्र है। इन दोनों स्थानों में भी हमने इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर और सर्विसेज के स्तर पर होलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट किया है। हम गांधी सर्किट, बौद्ध सर्किट और स्वामी विवेकानंद टूरिस्ट सर्किट को भी विकसित कर रहे हैं। स्वामी विवेकानंद जब शिकागो की विश्व धर्म संसद में उद्बोधन देने गए थे, तो उसके ठीक पहले उन्होंने गुजरात के कुछ स्थानों का दौरा किया था। हम इन सभी स्थानों को विवेकानंद सर्किट के रूप में विकसित कर रहे हैं। मौजूदा पीढ़ी के साथ साथ आगामी पीढ़ी तक स्वामी विवेकानंद की यश कीर्ति स्थापित हो सके, ये हमारा प्रयास है। मित्रों, गुजरात में टूरिज्म विकास के लिए राज्य सरकार ने कई ठोस कदम उठाए हैं। नई टूरिज्म पॉलिसी के तहत राज्य में टूरिज्म विकास के साथ साथ पर्यावरण समृद्धि का एक विशिष्ट दृष्टिकोण अपनाया गया है। मुझे विश्वास है कि टूरिज्म वर्किंग ग्रुप की इस पहली बैठक में विभिन्न देशों और संगठनों के प्रतिनिधियों के द्वारा टूरिज्म क्षेत्र की चुनौतियों और विकास पर सामूहिक चिंतन व मनन से टूरिज्म क्षेत्र को एक नई दिशा और ऊर्जा मिलेगी। मैं G20 समूह के विभिन्न देशों और भारत के विभिन्न क्षेत्रों के प्रतिनिधियों को एक बार फिर हृदय से धन्यवाद देता हूं। आशा करता हूं कि गुजरात के इस आतिथ्य आपको अवश्य बेस्ट हॉस्पिटैलिटी का अनुभव दिया होगा। आप सभी सही मायने में गुजरात के आतिथ्य और टूरिज्म विविधता का भरपूर आनंद लेंगे। इसी आशा के साथ मैं अपनी वाणी को विराम देता हूँ। आभार। वंदे मातरम। जय जय।
Thank you, Honorable